Welcome back to the channel. And let's be honest, we've all been there. You move into a beautiful new place only to realize your favorite armchair barely fits and the room feels instantly smaller and darker than you imagined. But here's the secret. Size isn't everything. Perception is. Interior designers are masters of illusion, and today I'm breaking down 12 of their most powerful visual tricks that cost little but transform your space dramatically. We're aiming for 900 seconds of actionable advice, so let's start with the oldest trick in the book, but with a strategic twist: mirrors. A mirror isn't just for checking your outfit, it's a window to another dimension. If you simply hang a mirror, it helps, but if you place it directly opposite a natural light source, like a window, it duplicates the light and the view, instantly doubling the visual footprint of the room. Always choose the largest, sleekest mirror you can afford, and avoid heavy, dark frames. The more seamless the reflection, the better the illusion of expanded depth. This is foundational for small space design.
Once you've mastered the mirror, it's time to stop thinking horizontally and start living vertically. Our eyes naturally map a room based on floor space, but the moment you draw the eye upwards, you extend the perceived height and volume exponentially. Think floor to ceiling. This doesn't mean bulky storage, it means slender, tall pieces. Instead of a wide, short bookcase, opt for a narrow, 6-foot-tall shelving unit. Use tall, striking plants, like a fiddle fig or bamboo, that guide the eye vertically. When hanging art, don't center it at eye level. Stack smaller pieces vertically, or choose one massive piece that stretches closer to the ceiling. This strategic use of height forces the viewer to acknowledge the full volume of the room, rather than just the cramped square footage below. It transforms that dead space between the top of your furniture and the ceiling into usable, visually appealing volume, giving your space a genuine sense of grandeur, even if it's technically tiny.
Now let's talk color, because this is where many people make their biggest mistake by trying to introduce too much contrast. Light, cool, or neutral colors are your best friend. Colors like crisp white, soft dove gray, or pale aqua are known as receding colors. They reflect light and make walls feel farther away. Contrast, conversely, makes objects jump out and feel closer, shrinking the room. The goal isn't just light walls, it's a light, monochromatic scheme overall. This means your furniture, rugs, and walls should generally stay within the same harmonious, light color family. When the colors flow seamlessly from surface to surface, the visual boundaries blur, making it difficult for the eye to pinpoint exactly where the room ends. If you must use dark or bold colors, reserve them for very small accents or textiles, keeping the majority of the large surfaces, walls, ceiling, and floor coverings as pale and consistent as possible to maintain that airy continuity.
Our fourth game-changing hack focuses entirely on the floor continuity, the magic of floating furniture. When you can see the floor space extending beneath and around your furniture, the room instantly feels lighter and larger. Avoid bulky, heavy pieces that sit directly on the ground. Think massive sectional sofas or solid base dressers. Instead, opt for furniture raised up on slender legs, like classic mid-century modern designs. This visibility tricks the brain into registering the full expanse of the floor. Take this concept further by incorporating transparent materials. Acrylic ghost chairs or glass-top coffee tables visually disappear, offering utility without visual weight. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about reducing the visual load that heavy, solid items place on a small space. The more your furniture seems to float, the less physical volume it appears to occupy, leading to a much more spacious and open feeling.
Darkness is the ultimate enemy of small spaces because it compresses boundaries and creates visual dead zones. That's why our fifth hack is strategic layered lighting. You must eliminate all dark corners, as these visually cut off the room and make it feel tiny. Relying solely on a single, harsh overhead fixture is a mistake. Instead, layer your lighting: ambient light from the ceiling, task lighting near seating areas, and most importantly, accent lighting. Use small spotlights or wall sconces to wash light up and down the walls, drawing attention to the height. Avoid clunky floor lamps that take up precious square footage. Instead, use slim track lighting or fixtures mounted directly to the wall. Uplighting a tall plant or a piece of vertical art will also pull the eye upward, reinforcing the vertical illusion we discussed earlier. The more bright, evenly distributed light you have, the more expansive and welcoming the room will feel.
Clutter doesn't just look messy, it physically shrinks a room by creating visual noise that prevents the eye from resting. Our sixth hack is the relentless pursuit of clarity through decluttering and zoning. If you haven't used an item in 6 months, it needs to be stored away or donated. Adopt the 80-20 rule. Only 20% of your items should be out on display. Furthermore, even in a small studio, you need clear zones. Use area rugs or clever furniture placement to define functional areas, a sleeping zone, a work zone, a dining zone, without using physical walls. Crucially, maintain clear pathways between these zones. When the eye can follow a smooth, unobstructed path from one end of the room to the other, the brain registers that full distance, maximizing the sense of space. A clean, organized space always feels twice as large as a cluttered one, regardless of dimensions.
When every square inch counts, single-purpose furniture is a luxury you simply cannot afford. Hack number 7 is embracing multifunctional convertible furniture. This is the bedrock of efficient small space design. Think of pieces that hide their true purpose or serve multiple roles effortlessly. A storage ottoman that acts as seating, a coffee table, and a blanket chest. Nesting tables that can be separated for entertaining, but tucked away neatly when alone. Or perhaps the ultimate space saver, a console table that expands into a full dining table. Investing in high-quality convertible pieces significantly reduces the total number of items needed in the room. Why have a separate dining area and storage unit when one piece can transition between both? Look for designs where the conversion is smooth and the secondary purpose is completely hidden, maintaining that clean, uncluttered aesthetic. The floor surface itself is a powerful tool for illusion. Our 8th hack focuses on manipulating the flooring and rug illusions. A common misconception is that a small rug makes a small room feel bigger. The opposite is true. A small rug floating in the center of the room chops up the floor space and highlights the smallness. Instead, use the largest rug possible, ideally one that spans the majority of the room and sits under the front legs of all major furniture pieces. This anchors the space and creates a unified, expansive foundation. If you choose a striped rug or flooring, ensure the stripes run parallel to the longest wall of the room. This visual directionality draws the eye along the longest axis, artificially elongating the space and making the room feel considerably deeper than it actually is. Consistency and scale are key here. Don't break up the flow.
It's tempting to fill bare walls with lots of little things, a gallery wall of tiny frames or shelves packed with small trinkets. But our 9th hack advises scaling down your accessories by scaling up your focus. Too many small items create visual chatter, adding to that cluttered, busy feeling. Instead, embrace the power of 1 or 2 large, impactful pieces of art. A singular, oversized canvas acts as a powerful focal point, and counterintuitively, makes the wall surface seem larger because it occupies the space with intention. When it comes to accessories, choose a few high-quality sculptural pieces that have visual weight rather than dozens of little things. Opt for simple, minimalist frames and decor items, avoiding heavy textures or overly ornate designs that can feel visually cumbersome. This restraint ensures that the space feels curated, sophisticated, and most importantly, serene, rather than overwhelmed by stuff.
We've talked about removing clutter, but where does the clutter go? Hack number 10 is the implementation of hidden and integrated storage solutions. The key here is seamlessness. Storage shouldn't look like storage. It should look like part of the architecture. Think built-in shelving that matches the wall color exactly, making it disappear. Focus on maximizing the overlooked cavities. Storage beneath the bed, use deep drawers, not just boxes, hollow core door backs for hanging items, or incorporating cabinetry above door frames. Every piece of storage furniture should be flush against the wall. The less you draw attention to the sheer volume of things you own, the larger the room feels. Custom joinery can be expensive, but even prefabricated modular storage units, if painted to blend into the wall, can achieve this crucial disappearing effect, maintaining the visual simplicity that makes a space breathe.
Our penultimate hack is a simple yet highly effective optical illusion achieved with window treatments. The way you hang your curtains can dramatically alter the perception of window size and wall height. Never, ever hang the curtain rod just above the window frame.
to achieve maximum height, you must fake a taller wall. Mount your curtain rod 4 to 6 inches above the window frame, or even closer to the ceiling if possible, and extend the rod 6 to 12 inches wider than the window on both sides. When the curtains are hung high and wide, they frame a much larger view, drawing the eye up and out, making the window look substantially bigger than it is. Furthermore, always choose sheer or light filtering fabrics over heavy, dark drapes. Maximizing the natural light pouring in is essential, reinforcing the airy, open feel we are trying to achieve throughout the entire space. This simple installation trick elevates the entire room instantly.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from faking depth with mirrors and light colors to conquering clutter with multifunctional and hidden storage. If you implement just 3 of these 12 hacks, especially the verticality trick, the light palette, and the floor continuity principle, you will see an immediate and undeniable difference in how large your room feels. Remember, the goal isn't just to fill the room, but to curate it. Every piece should earn its space, and every design choice should support the illusion of openness and flow. Consistency is key. Don't let one dark corner or bulky piece undo all your hard work. Take a mental snapshot of your space, identify its weakest link, and start there. This design journey is about making your small home feel like your absolute sanctuary. If these tips helped you visualize a bigger, better space, please consider hitting that like button. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and deep dives into making the most of every square foot. What's the first hack you're going to try? Let me know in the comments below.